Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today let's go over a medium level question that I just solved on my own. So I'm super happy about this and I'm very glad that I was able to come up with my own solution to this question without any assistance. So let's go over it and let me show you how I did it. So this is question 3732, maximum product of three elements after one replacement. So you're given this integer array nums, and basically you just want to find a triplet where if you replace one of the numbers with either any number in this range, what is the maximum you can get? And then just return that maximum number. Okay, so let's just try a brute force approach first. So basically, again, trying all the triplets. And they have to be at unique indices, as it says in the instructions right here, distinct indices. And then basically we can replace any of the numbers with any number in this range. Since we're looking to maximize something, let's just try to think about what the biggest could be. It's probably going to be either this or this, right? Because any other number doesn't count. If we're looking to maximize something and this is the biggest number we can get, and some of them are negatives, then why don't we just try either this or this? So two options in each turn, right? We don't even have to try any of the other ones, right? So basically we can just say answer is supposed to be 0, and we're going to maximize answer with the value, and value can be nums of I times nums of j times 10 to the power of 5, or value can also be nums of I times nums of j times negative 10 to the power of 5, or value can be, so basically the idea is that we're just trying to find a triplet. So nums of I times 10 to the power of 5 times nums of k, and values nums of I times negative 10 to the power of 5 times nums of k. And again, we can maximize this and try every combination that is feasible. And then we can just say value can also be nums of I. So we did nums of k. Now it's time for nums of I times nums of j times nums of k. And then last but not least, negative 10 to the power of 5 times nums of j times nums of k. Again, because these can be negative numbers, right? Any of them can be. They can be positive, they can be 0, they can be negative, right? So at the end, let's just go ahead and return our answer. Okay, so if we run this, you can see this is a n cubed solution. So let's go ahead and get rid of the test cases. Let's just try the happy path for now. And let's get rid of this, and these should work. Okay, let's submit it. So what you'll find is you'll get time limit exceeded. So since we already basically know what we're doing, why don't we think of a better way, right? If we're looking for the maximum answer, then why don't we just first sort the nums array, right? Because in that case, we can just basically try all these combinations in a more smart way. Let's just loop all the way to -1, because at each point what we're going to do is we're going to take the pair sum or the product as nums of I times nums of -1, because that's the one we're not visiting, right? We're going to try every element except this one, and then we're going to multiply the current number with the last one, right? Because the last one to the rightmost is going to be the biggest, right? And we're trying to maximize something. And then we'll also do the same for the front after we come back from right to left. And because we're doing this with this, then again, let's also try to do this number times the biggest possible number. We can change the other two because we've already chosen two numbers, right? We can choose one more, and if we want to maximize it, again, we don't know if it's negative or positive or 0, then we're just going to try the biggest and the smallest, right? And then also negative 10 to the power of 5, the smallest number you can try. And then let's do the same thing going backwards, right? Because the smallest and the largest numbers probably are going to hold the answer, right? So we're going to go from 1 to length of nums. And again, this time, we're just going to do this times nums of 0. Because nums of 0, let's say that you're on a negative number. If nums of 0 happens to be a very small negative number, which it's going to be if this is sorted, then you know that those can become a very big number because negative times negative is a positive, right? So again, we can do the same thing, times 10 to the power of 5, and then also negative 10 to the power of 5, right? Okay, now let's run this and submit it. And there you go, passes all test cases. So again, I'm super happy that I was able to come up with my own solution to this question without any assistance and solve it completely on my own. So that's it for this video, and thank you for watching.